Madam Rajavi, ladies and gentlemen, I prepared a speech, but I'm not going to read that. I want to speak from my heart because I am Ashrafi. There are three clear messages that have emerged from this marvelous gathering today. Three clear messages. Maliki out! Rouhani out! Khamenei out! Now there are 100,000 of you in this hall. Let's hear all of your voices so that Maliki can hear you in Baghdad, so that Rouhani and Khamenei can hear you in Tehran. Let's hear the message now. Maliki, Rouhani, Khamenei, louder. Maliki, Rouhani, Khamenei. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been warning. Thank you. I have been warning for the past 5 years that Maliki was the problem, not the solution. It is crazy that the Americans have been arming Maliki. It's crazy that they are fighting the same people in Iraq that they are supporting in Syria. You couldn't make it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to send this powerful message from this conference today, that the only solution to this crisis, for the basket case, the failed state that Iraq has become, is for Maliki to go, for an executive government to be put in place until such time as they can hold free and fair elections under the supervision of the United Nations. There can never be free elections under Maliki. Ladies and gentlemen, we know from our bitter experience, the people in Camp Liberty, they were the ones on the front line who have suffered. They've suffered the prison-like conditions of Camp Liberty. They have suffered the constant attacks, massacres, bloodshed. Now, for the past 2 weeks, they have been denied gasoline, which they need for vehicle movements, even to move disabled people, sick people inside the camp, where just now it's 45 degrees Celsius heat. They have had no gasoline deliveries for 2 weeks. They are finding it difficult to move foodstuffs around the camp. For 2 weeks, patients, even suffering from cancer, have not been allowed to visit the hospital in Baghdad. This is a crime against humanity, and it's going on under our noses. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that 3 weeks ago I went to Tirana and visited the more than 300 Ashrafis who have been rescued by the wonderful Albanian government. And let's say thank you to Albania. Thank you to the 2 former prime ministers that are here today. Thank you to the young doctors and professionals who have given their love to these people. But let us also say to the rest of the Western world, Look at this tiny country of Albania who had the courage to rescue 300 people. And hang your heads in shame that you have not followed their example. It is disgraceful. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have heard the great news today that Albania has been accepted as a candidate country for EU membership. Please, all of you, go back to your continents, to your countries, and spread the word that the people of Albania have golden hearts, and what they have done for the Ashrafis is a wonderful thing. Ladies and gentlemen, none of us will rest until we see the brutal, corrupt, sectarian, divisive regime of Maliki exposed for what it is and replaced by an executive government. None of us will rest until we see the brutal, divisive regime in Tehran removed from power and replaced by a regime led by people like you and people like Madam Rajavi. So let me finish the way I started. Long live liberty. Long live the PMOI. Long live Madam Rajavi. Maliki out. Rouhani out. Khamenei out. Thank you.